I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the Compia. Roman Gonzalez, arguably the great. So here is.
This bout is scheduled for.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. They miss with the jab. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
You just see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. He's got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Good counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. A perfect counter shot. And they block the right uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. Miss with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You went back into this. You're better than this.
On to the second round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
You fight the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Do you believe what we're seeing? He scores with the counter. Good counter punching. Oh, Roman Gonzalez is hurt. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That kept a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know.
Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him, Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. No rest for the weary. They exchange punches. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't land the jab there. The straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Those counter punches have to hurt. This is a high-octane battle. The perfect counter lands. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on,
here we go to the fourth round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
they've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter shot lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swing and a miss with the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. There's a counter shot. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. Punch, counter punch. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. straight right just misses. Nice counter punch. Good counter punching. Well done with that counter shot. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow.
On to the 6th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Blocks that left hook. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you got to think him. You just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both want a knockout, you can tell. He threw a punch and just got countered. That left hook missed. A perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Here we go. It's round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? They both want the knockout. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And he scores with the counter. Catch and shoot. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter punch. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Come on, breathe.
And we enter the 8th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Can't find a home for that jab. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Good counter punch. You don't want to trade shots. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punch. Jab misses. And he misses with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what